Aries, this is your October 2020 reading with Ash Tarot. The Animal Oracle Spirit card that I pulled for you is the Rhino Spirit, which is the same card that I pulled for a lot of the other signs. This is about overcoming obstacles. So what this is telling me is a lot of you are going to be facing a time in your life where things are not going to go exactly as you had planned. You know, there may be delays. You may be waiting around to hear about something. Things are not going to go so smooth and so easily as planned. But that doesn't mean you won't get where you want to. You know, the Rhino Spirit is also about finding a way, and that you will be able to find a way. So everything will work out for you and be okay. But expect delays, expect imperfections on your journey. Now, cards that I have pulled out for you as well. I have the Ace of Wands in reverse and the Three of Wands in reverse. This is telling me that you're probably experiencing some delays in something that you're trying to accomplish here, something that you're trying to create, some sort of new beginning, some new idea, whatever that may be. It could be at work, it could be a relationship, you know, new home, whatever you're trying to create. There are some delays with this happening, you know. It's just not going exactly as you had planned. You also have the Three of Wands in reverse. So this is telling me that you have high expectations for others, but they're also unreasonable right here, right? So you are holding people to high standards. You're expecting a lot from them, and I feel like they're not living up to your standards. You have the Ten of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords too. So again, I do feel like you're trying to create that perfect, happy home life. Everything, you know, have it all, as most people are. But I think that when people don't act or respond the way that you want them to, you think that they don't care, they don't love you, they're not serious, whatever that may be. This Nine of Swords is a very dramatic card. Very, you know, it's there are fears, there are worries, but it's also being over dramatic about things, looking too much into things. So I think that you are holding these high expectations with your situation or the people in your life. They're not meeting that criteria for you, and it's upsetting you because you want it perfect. You want everything to be perfect. You're being a perfectionist about this. You expect certain things and you want it that way. You are kind of stressed too right now. I feel like maybe you feel like there's a lot on your shoulders, and maybe that too, maybe you're expecting the people in your life to help you out more and they're not helping you out. And maybe you're feeling lonely or a lot on your shoulders. Like maybe you handle a lot at the home, you know, maybe you pay most of the bills. Maybe there's just so much going on between work and kids and other activities that you do. I do feel like there's a toxic energy holding you down too that is stressing you out, where you feel a lack of control too. This energy, you have the Shadow Spirit. And the Shadow Spirit in this deck is just like the devil too. And that is an energy basically that is toxic, or some sort of addiction, some sort of behavior that is not actually helping you. So, I mean, for some of you, this could be a heavy burden. It could deal with alcoholism or any sort of addiction, but it could also just be behaviors as well. And you just feel that lack of control, like someone or something else is controlling you. It could be a person, it could be alcohol, it could be a way of life, but it is some sort of toxic energy or force that is controlling you, and it's just weighing you down. And that could even just be a negative way of thinking. If you're very depressed and negative too, and you have that addictive behavior there as well, whatever it is, something is just weighing you down. I do see you lashing out at people in the past too. There is this conflict going on, not seeing eye to eye with someone. And I think, again, that is because you have these high expectations of people and you expect a lot. But I do see you moving forward from something, right? You didn't see eye to eye with a situation or a person. You're moving forward. The Chariot here is overcoming obstacles as well. So you have the Rhino and the Chariot here. So you're definitely overcoming obstacles. So I think when stuff happens to you, you probably get really, really stressed when it doesn't seem to be going smoothly, and then you find a way, but you get stressed first. Let's see. I also see you holding yourself back from growth and moving forward. again. I think you're just very fearful about something. There are a lot of fears for you. Fears holding you back. So maybe, too, you're expecting a lot from someone in a situation, and that's holding you back from being happy. Maybe because your standards are so high. You do have the Temperance here, too, in reverse. And so that's an imbalance. Things aren't quite right, you know? So you're probably feeling a little bit off right now, whatever you're going through. Maybe it's just because maybe you're working a lot of hours and you're just not receiving a lot of help or whatever, or there's just so many people are expecting so much from you, or there's just so much going on and you're expecting so much. I don't know, but there's some sort of imbalance. So you definitely need to work on balancing things out because you are stressed and annoyed with people or a situation. I see you kind of not liking change in your life. You are not the person that really likes to go with the flow. You like to have control, it looks like. And so when changes are necessary and coming into your life, you're holding on to the old way of life and the old way of thinking and not really allowing yourself to grow and move forward, which is not good, because when change is starting to push through in your life, there's a reason that the universe does that. You're also failing to really look at the signs. So maybe over here you're trying so hard to fit a person or a situation into your life a certain way, and maybe it's not meant to be either. Maybe that's what this change is about. Maybe it's time to let go of something or pay attention. You know, you do have the High Priestess here. It's in reverse, so I feel like you're ignoring warning signs and your intuition, and you're not making the necessary changes that you need to, because you have the Hangman as well in reverse. You're very concerned. Now, maybe you know you need to make a change. Maybe there's a person or something going on in your life that isn't, healthy, and you know that there needs to be change. But I think you are worried about how people view you, how people are looking at you. Are people going to judge you? Because you definitely worry about that. You worry about how people view you and your situation. You want people to like you. You want people to say, wow, this person, Aries, has it all together, everything, But it's okay to not, You don't have to have a perfect life. I think that's what this whole overall reading is just perfection, perfection. That's what you want. And it's okay, but you can't let it hold you down and make you miserable either. So with this imbalance that you are going through, I think that for you, you have to be ready for change, and you have to be ready for things coming into your life, because I do see that things are going, as I said, you have the Rhino spirit, so you're going to find a way. You are going to find the way. Everything is going to work out, and everything is going to be okay. But I do see some sort of situation being thrown in there that is going to kind of throw you off a little bit, possibly. And I do think you will figure things out and you will be fine, but I think it's going to be a little bit of a surprising situation, right? Things are not going exactly the way you had planned. So it's just about you being able to cope with the fact that things aren't going to be perfect. I do think you're going to be okay. You have to let go of those high standards, though. Either if things are making you too miserable, the person in your life, the situation in your life, they're not working out the way you want them to, and they're making you too miserable, and you need to let go. Or you need to accept change. You need to accept that things are not the way that you want them to be, and they may never be that perfect. You need to accept that to be able to move on. Deal with those burdens and that stress. Vocalize how you feel in a situation. But you really, I feel like, Aries, you know what you need to do about the situation to make yourself happy. But you need to take that action and do it on your own. You can't, I think you're holding on to a person or a situation that isn't perfect for you, and you just want it to be so perfect. And maybe it's time to either realize it's not going to be perfect and accept that and move on to be happy, or cut ties so that you can look for something that makes you happier in life. But you are going to work your way through this, and you are going to be okay. You're going to find a way to rise above all this, You're going to get past all this stress and everything that's on your shoulders. It's just going to take time until you can find that balance. And, you know, have that confidence in yourself as well. Because I do feel like you're probably relying a lot on a person or situation to make you happy instead of relying on yourself to make yourself happy, and realizing that you have that power. So that's your reading for October 2020, Aries, and I'll see you in November.